option.
Yeah.
From one phone call to closing, I'm excited to be closing on your house today. I hope you are as well.
Yeah.
Describe your experience dealing with me throughout the sale.
Well, you cold called me on a Thursday night, and we totally were not planning to sell at all.
He thought you were scoping a house to steal something.
Yeah, I actually went by the house right after to make sure nobody was there. But that's
really
yeah,
wow.
that's just because of me, and
because he's paranoid.
yeah, I'm a little paranoid. But showed up Saturday morning, and you looked over the house and did a very detailed walkthrough, and came up with a pretty fair estimate.
Yeah.
And we made a counter offer to get us to where we needed to be at to be able to find a new place, and came to an agreement on that. You know, between your offer and the insurance money that we got, we did a little bit better than breaking even on the house.
Good.
So that was a relief to us, because we were worried we were going to end up, losing a bunch in the house, especially after having lived there for 6 years. And the property values have increased since we had bought it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So even pre-storm, it increased a lot. But they're very easy to work with. Luckily, we had most of the stuff in the house already. And it sounds like you've done a good job finding a buyer for the place. So.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. How was the process in terms of timeliness for you guys?
Well, let's see. We signed the contract on July 1st.
Correct.
And today's July 17th, so it has been very fast.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind, but I'm appreciative of the fast process, and the fact that, well, we didn't have to move a ton of stuff, so that was helpful. But just that we were able to, from start to finish, be done very quickly and just have an opportunity to move on for us. That's a big deal for us.
Well, it's been 10 months since the storm, and between insurance and stuff like that, and them having to send people out, we're still. Well, now you've seen the house is still completely gutted, and the insurance isn't. They haven't really been willing to work with us, and we've been really frustrated with it. So it was going to be looking at least another year or two before we were in a complete home. One that we owned and weren't paying rent on,
and this has become a better option for us. And it became a trade-off of how much we're willing to fight and argue and not even know the outcome when we have finalization now.
Uncertainty versus going with what.
Well, it had gotten with insurance. They had started refusing to pay the rent, so now we're paying the mortgage and the rent at the same time, and having to keep up 2 lawns. So
for someone who hates mowing a yard,
having
to mow 2.
I was having to mow the rental house and the house that we own, and I've done a lot of yard cleanup. I know it doesn't look like it, but I've done a lot of yard cleanup at the place.
The yard looks pretty
It
neat.
really does look pretty decent for what it's been through.
You wouldn't realize that it had over 20 trees fall on the property.
And he took them all down himself.
The insurance was going to give us $500 for the trees, and
20 trees for $500.
Pre-storm, I'd had some trees. I think I'd had 6 trees removed for $500 a piece with stump grinding.
Yeah.
And after the storm, they wanted $100 a stump to grind, and way more than that to get the trees. So, she bought a chainsaw and went to work and saved us quite a bit of money. And
did a good job, man.
Some friends, very good friends, let me borrow some tractors and things like that to move things. So.
We got a cherry picker for the day, and I got all safety rigging equipment, and he was able to do the really hard stuff.
So we rented a man lift from Sunbelt and got up in it and cut down a lot of the trees that had landed on other trees or broke in half 20 foot up, and got them down before we had to pay somebody else.
That's good, and I don't know. You have the ability to operate a tractor or a bobcat. Some people do not. So, if you guys had another house to sell, would you sell it to me?
Depends on your offer.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, given the process and the state of our home and all the circumstances, if we had to do it again, absolutely, we would go with you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for giving us this opportunity, and I wish you guys all the best of your new beginning in life.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Gene.
We appreciate it.